In January, sight unseen, I predicted Obsession would be the most talked about horror movie of 2026. And with almost $350 million at the box office, I'm confident saying my bet hit. So now I've got all these people asking me what other movies I'm excited about. Enter this new series of videos where I help you map out your month at the movies by sharing what I'm most excited about and why. This is Papa's Picks, July 2026.
Nora, are you sure this is an emergency? We have tickets to the theater.
Hi everybody, Papanaut here. I'm a dad that loves movies from San Antonio, Texas. And it is hot down here, so I will be seeking shelter in a theater frequently this July. And fortunately, it looks like I have some promising options when it comes to the films on the screen, once we get past this soft start of a holiday weekend. So let's talk about July 3rd, 2026. Last weekend, we got Supergirl and Jackass Best and Last, and I think July 3rd is a good weekend to catch up on whatever you skipped at the end of June. So for us, we saw Supergirl last weekend. We're gonna check out Jackass this coming weekend, and that's because as far as new releases, I think it's a little spotty. They've got the new Minions movie, Minions vs. Monsters, which yes, we have a 5-year-old and we're eventually gonna see that, but I'm not really feeling a rush to do so. And then you have Young Washington, which is a movie that I am not the demographic for. I'm not gonna be checking that one out until it's federally mandated. I feel like this is a movie for the people that attended the state fair last weekend.
And it's because there's tons of people here. It's a huge space, and it's just gonna get more and more crowded as the week goes on.
And I think it's probably going to do similar numbers at the box office, so I'll be checking out Jackass. It feels weird to pay to watch millennials suffering in 2026, but we saw Steve-O talk about this movie at Texas Frightmare Weekend a few weeks back, and he made it sound like it's going to be oddly moving and pretty gross, so count me in. Now things really start picking up July 9th, where we get Evil Dead Burn. I am so excited for this movie. I have seen 0 trailers for this movie. I have not read the synopsis of this movie. I don't want to know anything. I want to go in completely blind. Because I don't want to do to this movie what I did to Evil Dead Rise, and that is watch that trailer on repeat until the movie came out, and I feel like it kind of ruined it for myself. Like I just knew where the movie was going because the trailer gave away a lot, and I don't want to do that again. So if I'm ranking Evil Dead movies, I'm going to say Evil Dead 2, Evil Dead, Army of Darkness, Evil Dead the Remake, and then Rise. So we'll see where Burn falls in there, but I'm really excited for it. And I'm also excited they've already shot the next one. So they've got Evil Dead Wrath coming next year, I think, and I can't wait to see how they play together. But there's 3 other movies that come out this weekend that I also want to see. So we also have that weekend Gail Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass, and that's the new comedy from David Wayne. He's one of the comedy geniuses behind The State, which for my money, that and Kids in the Hall are the only sketch comedy shows that come close to some of those seasons of SNL. I grew up in the Farley era, so that's kind of untouchable, but The State is a damn fine sketch comedy show. $240 worth of pudding.
I had a celebrity free pass thing with my fiance, but he took it literally. So now I need to have sex with John Hamm to even out the score and save my relationship.
You did the D, now you gotta do the 2.
Yes.
I'll check it out. Also July 9th, we're getting the wide release for The Invite, which is the new sex comedy from Olivia Wilde. You got Seth Rogen, Olivia Wilde, Penelope Cruz, and Edward Norton in this Will They Won't They 4-way movie. I haven't seen Don't Worry Darling, but I'm gonna check it out before this one. She's doing a lot of horny stuff in July between this and I Want Your Sex, so go Olivia Wilde. Horny Olivia Wilde summer. On a completely different note, the same weekend we have a documentary called Remake. I'm not familiar with the work from the documentarian here, Ross McElwee, but this trailer blew my mind. He's apparently best known for this documentary that he made in 1985 called Sherman's March, and let me read you the description. Documentary filmmaker Ross McElwee sets out to make a movie about Union General Sherman's march to the sea towards the end of the American Civil War, but keeps getting sidetracked by his own love life. I love a best intentions documentary where it's like, we set out to make a movie about a shark, but this happened. So I'm gonna check out Sherman's March, and I wanna check out Remake because this movie looks like that life that he was trying to figure out played out over 40 years, and this is gonna cover some of the ups and downs.
Yes, you're gone, except you're not gone, because I still have all these moments with you, captured on film.
I think it's gonna be a real gut punch for parents like me, so yay tears. July 17th, we get The Odyssey, and I think you should see it.
And that's all I have to say about that.
The next weekend is July 24th, and we're following up Nolan's big weekend with some indie stuff from Neon, which, for my money, now that A24 has gone the dark side with all this AI stuff, Neon and Focus Features are the two film companies that I'm laser focused on. And they got two releases on July 24th. First up, we got Her Private Hell, the new one from Nicolas Winding Refn. Yes, it's starring Sophie Thatcher, but it's also starring one of my favorite up-and-coming stars, Havana Rose Liu. Amazing in Lurker. I saw her in Power Ballad pretty recently. Every performance she's just great in. So I can't wait to see her in a film by Nicolas Winding Refn. We got beautiful people doing provocative things in a city that looks like Las Vegas. Count me in. And let's gear shift again, because that same weekend from Neon, we've got Sheep in the Box. I watched the trailer for this and it looks like a Korean lo-fi version of the Spielberg Kubrick movie AI.
おやすみ。また明日ね。
I rewatched AI about a month ago, and man, that movie hit hard when I saw it as a young adult, but seeing it again as a father, oh my God. So I think this is probably gonna be another take on that kind of idea. I think this movie is gonna have a lot to say, and I think I'm gonna feel a lot watching it, and I'm terrified for the future. So go see Sheep in the Box, which lands us on the last day of July, July 31st. We're getting Spider-Man Brand New Day. I am terrified for this movie. I love Spider-Man, and I think Tom Holland is a fantastic Spider-Man. But all the choices that Disney has made and all the choices that Sony has made in the past year make me so freaked out for this movie, because they both have to share Spider-Man. And it's like having two deadbeats in charge of this thing that you're just like, God, just let it live. Don't do anything bad. It's just so easy to make it good. Drives me up a wall. I mean, Disney has been setting fire to itself recently. I didn't even see Mandalorian and Grogu, and I had a Star Wars wedding. I'm hoping for the best. I'm fearing for the worst. We're all gonna find out on July 31st. Fortunately, there's other movies coming out that weekend too. Remember how I promised you Olivia Wilde Horny Summer? I Want Your Sex comes out July 31st. This is the new one from Greg Araki, who directed The Doom Generation, which is a movie that I remember picking up on VHS tape and sneaking it into a stack of rentals, trying to get it out the door so that I could go home and see something forbidden, and I did. And that's the kind of movie that changes a young person into something like this. There's something extra awesome about watching a movie that you're not supposed to be watching. And I feel like sometimes we just go to the movies to see something like that now, even though it's like not forbidden for us, and you still had that vibe in the crowd, like when we saw Baby Girl or Wuthering Heights or Saltburn. I love a naughty crowd, you know, where we're all just sitting around going like, what's wrong with us? So I feel like there's gonna be a lot of that going on for I Want Your Sex. Also, Johnny Knoxville is in this, so I think it's cool that we're getting Jackass and then we're getting acting Johnny in this one. Speaking of movies that I had to sneak out of a video store, did you ever see A Dirty Shame, that John Waters movie with Johnny Knoxville in it? This also kind of feels like that. I feel like Greg Araki movies and John Waters movies play really well together. So I'll be checking out I Want Your Sex. Horny Olivia Wilde Summer. Well, it wouldn't be a weekend in July without balancing out all the action and sex with some sort of heavy, heartfelt parental message, and they're re-releasing Boyhood on July 31st. And if you haven't seen that movie, you need to see this re-release.
Have you been partying?
A little bit.
Oh, okay.
Also, they did some awesome poster art for it from one of my favorite artists, Oliver Barrett. Beautiful art, amazing movie, amazing process from Austin's own Richard Linklater. It's got Ethan Hawke. You want to see this movie? It's a funny month, man, because you bounce between blockbusters, horny Olivia Wilde movies, and then deep parental emotional rides. I mean, is there anything more American summer 2026 than a deep worry about your family's well-being and future, balanced with I'm trying to get into this swimsuit?
It's not a finger. It's a claw.
Anyway, did I miss anything? Let me know in the comments. What are you most excited to see this July? And as always, if you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers in 2026. I'm over a third of the way there. And a big thank you to everyone that's subscribed so far. Thanks for watching, everybody. And until next time, be good.